And you're live with the High Priestess Phoenix on a moon day. Moon day, moon day. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, messenger of God, child of God, the Lilith reincarnated here on a moon day, moon day. Hey, I gotta tell you, in the energy, it feels like a great moon day. Take a breath while this damn thing is passing by. Alright, so in order to keep up with me, you would have had to catch what I put in my community page and any videos leading up to this. Oh, and don't forget to add some shorts, because that should be funny. What are we going to talk about today? I'm going to do a spiritual growth spread. I started with no screen. I'm doing the setup right now because I got plenty to talk about, so I can talk while I'm setting up. I want to tell you some crazy shit that just happened. Crazy shit. Now, the point of this is really funny because I told Ray after. I was like, did you see that? He's all, no, what happened? Okay, first off, this is the third time it's happened, and at the first time I didn't say nothing, the second time I didn't say nothing, the third time I didn't say anything, but it's not that I don't see it. I just don't say what I see all the time. Right? So what did I see? Sourness. But anyways, I tell him the story. I was like, the whole point of the story is there's this douchebag that's trying to compete and compare himself with me on the internet. And he came out here the other week talking about some stupid shit that he can help you manifest money to fall from the sky and you can have any girl you desire. And I told him that's not how it works. And since then, God has been showering me with money from the sky just to show him that my God is real and he's full of shiznat. So what happened? Somebody threw money at me again. Let me tell you the story. So I posted in my community page. I was like, oh, well, God didn't throw the money he was supposed to throw at me. They said I gotta wait. Which made sense. I didn't see it. Because if I would have got my money, I would have been too busy. And he always wants me to take a Monday off. It's a hard fight, but he always wants me to do it. So I didn't think he was going to give me a lot to do on a Monday. And even if he did, I told the kids, we're really not going anywhere. Ray says he can do the whole shit here. All I got to do is get the parts. So I'm just going to get the parts and we're going to be stuck here. He's going to tear the car apart. We're really not doing anything today or tomorrow. It's like we're not doing anything until we get, probably this weekend. That's what I told him. And then this morning, of course, we didn't get our money. Now, am I broke? No. I asked Ray to help me out with my phone bill yesterday, give me a bridge pay. It was only $75, but he gave me $100, so I had $25 extra from yesterday. And then what happened today is he's like, well, I needed to put my donut tire back in my fucking trunk. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to take everything out of my trunk to do this. It's such a bitch. But it's not like impossible, it's just a bitch. Alright, we're all set. Check out my gravel pit. This is a great story. So, like, where were you? In a gravel pit? Watching them build the new Pepsi Center. I didn't even know what it was. He told me yesterday. He's like, what do you think they're building in front of you? I was like, I don't know. Never knew. He's like, yeah, it's going to be the new Pepsi factory. So go figure. Anyways, I didn't know what the fuck they were building. I don't know what they're doing. They don't know what I'm doing. We don't know what nobody's doing. Anyways, going back to it. So I had to get my donut in. I had to pull all this shit out. So then I get under there and I realize I had been storing fucking random shit down there that obviously I didn't need. Or not necessarily didn't need, but I had to pull that out. And what was in there was my daughter's roller skates and a backpack full of like jewelry and all kinds of shit we've been carrying around. I don't know, fucking, what do they call those things? Knickknacks? Just weird shit. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know what's in there. I didn't open it. I just knew I wasn't supposed to get rid of it. So I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm going to put this. So I had to eliminate something. You pull something out, you got to get rid of something. In essence, I can't stand the fucking, it to be too full. So I'm sitting there and I'm trying to make some decisions. And the best I could come up with is to get rid of 2 pairs of boots. I was like standing there with my Eddie Bauer multicolored fucking snow boots that I use for snow removal. That's all I use them for. They're cool and all, but I'm not wearing those like everywhere. They're so loud. They just make me look like the loud girl at work. There's a girl by those bright ass boots and her fucking weird ass, Anyways, so I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm not doing snow removal anymore. These can go. And then I had these other pair of boots, these black like Swiss boots that I got over in the fucking winter. They were some weird ass fucking, I don't know, they look like some shit that Kanye would wear. They were like rubber boots and shit. So I got rid of those and I put them over in this trash can over, not far from my car. Okay, fast forward like an hour later, this lady comes up to me and she's like, hey, I think you'll understand. Me and my ex-boyfriend, she keeps saying ex-boyfriend. I don't know why she keeps saying that. Like I keep hearing it. It's like, You care a lot about your ex-boyfriend. Anyways, I don't know why she's saying it. Maybe she's programmed to say it, but it just stood out a lot. She's like, we had to get rid of his shoes because they stink. And now he's kind of barefoot till we can get to the store. Do you think you have anything? I was like, as a matter of fact, I just put some shoes in that garbage over there. Right? And so she goes and grabs them out. She's like, I'm keeping these ones, the bright ones, for herself. She's like, try those ones. And sure enough, they fit. And then he turns to me and he gives me $20. I was like, wow. Did I know that God was going to do that? No. I didn't even want to fucking do this morning. But the sacrifices equal rewards, and sometimes they're monetary. And, you know, maybe for later. I don't know what I do need or don't need. I mean, it hurt. That's what I said to that last guy. He asked me, you need some money? I was like, it can't hurt. It can only help in that sense. And so when he gave it to me, I was like, dude, I'm flat broke. I was like, thank you. He's like, yeah, thank you. I was like, okay. Anyway, so I had to just tell you this story. It's like, God just be doing shit, dude. It's like miracles and wonders. Yeah, that's how it happens, dude. You're just minding your own fucking business, bro, and you're just doing what God tells you to do, and then God rewards you for being obedient. Like, did I need to, you know, all I did was get rid of the shoes that he told me to get rid of, and they ended up costing, you know what I mean? I got both of them, I think, given to me for free. Actually, I think I bought the black ones at a thrift store for like a couple dollars, because I didn't have no snow boots for snow removal. And then I got the other ones the same day, and I felt like an asshole for fucking spending money instead of just trusting God to provide for me. Isn't that funny? Anyway, so today we are just chilling. I was like, I took a, you know, late shower yesterday and was chilling. I didn't do anything. I had a great night last night, bro. I don't know how it happened, but like, oh, that's another thing. I came up on a pair of headphones yesterday. They were just in front of fucking 7-Eleven, so I have this really good, I have all these cleaners in my car. I'm such a fucking freak. I swear I'm such a freak. Anyways, I pull out these cleaners and I clean off these headphones, and they're pretty much garbage as far as music goes, but I can listen to something quietly without the fucking, you know what I mean, the fucking howling of the night and the fucking, you know, the fucking planes and trains and automobiles going by. So I sit out in my chair and I start watching a movie with these headphones, and I look up and I realize I've been here for like 2 hours just literally enjoying being a normal, kind of semi-normal person, watching Netflix and chilling. It wasn't Netflix. It was Showbox, because I do bootleg shit. But anyways, and then I'm like sitting at the, you know, and it's a nice night, and the stars are all bright, and the moon's right above me, and I had a really great night. And then I woke up, and it was, you know, good morning. It's been a good morning. Cleaned out the car and shit, and freaking, we're just chilling. I bought so much crap yesterday when we went through, you know, cruising through town. We went to Walmart and shit that the kids didn't need nothing this morning. I even when I went to get my coffee, I'm like, do you guys want anything? They're like, nope. So we're chilling. I have gas. I have a tire. I can go. You know, that's what I said. I'm packed up if I can go, if I want to, but I don't feel like I want to go anywhere. Ew, the Justice card is on the bottom. Yeah, right next to the Three of Swords. You know, let me shuffle this. We don't want to start with that, do we, God? If it comes back, it comes back. You ever see me do it? He'll bring it right back. Like, bitch, you're not getting rid of me. This is the energy. That's why I don't even play. You know those card readers? They'd be like, no, I don't like this card. Bitch, I don't like it either, but that's what God gave me. We deal with the fucking hand he's given us. Shit. Anyways, what else? I don't know. I feel a huge sense of grounding yet detached. God said to let the confirmation. What is that? I don't know. God said to let this journey go, bro. And I'm letting it go. It's been a long ass journey. You have to let go of the struggle to enjoy the light. You know what I mean? And that's, you know, it's kind of a mentality of, you know, that shit's gonna come back to haunt me kind of thing. That's justice. But there's not. I did everything right. I went through some hard times. I learned my lessons. There's no reason to fucking, you know what I mean? Sit there and cry over spilt ass milk. Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Fuck your house, Franco. They were jizzing all over this place, motherfuckers. So in a sense, I could be really butthurt about getting my feelings hurt through this whole thing, but that was what it's about. I stopped right there. I didn't get my feelings hurt. I was faced with my hurt feelings through this journey. And there's nobody to blame. I am all grateful for the fact that you were there to bring up these feelings so that I could deal with them and be a better person. And that's just really it. I feel a huge sense of closure. Normally on a Monday or just in general, any of these huge time loops, I'm like, where are they? They're gone. They're not gone. I hear you, Russ. I'm gone. I made a reel to that. Remember I used to make a lot of reels to your songs? It was real. Real love. I was really in love, huh? We have the videos to prove it. It's going to be some sick-ass show. Moving on to to fucking season number 3. Where we at, God? Oh, we're still where you left you. Hung. Does your chain hang low? Does it drag you to the flow? Write that down, Holy Spirit. That sounded good. Drag you to the flow. Get it? I got it. You wish, Marshall. Get out of here. Oh, shit. I turned straight to it. Now we're in deep shit. Deep, deep, deep. We're in deep. Meaning you gotta make a decision. Gosh. Is it you or me? I don't know. They're gonna bring some shit out. Let me take a smoke. Alright. It depletes the... I just read this, bitch. I just want to point out we have a 10-day forecast coming in, and that's why I ain't got my money. It comes with the new energy. That comes in, it's supposed to be tomorrow, but maybe I'll get to it later today. I don't know. But the 10-day forecast changes. So you should be leaving this place of sadness, the 10 days of sadness. What comes next? I have no idea. I should know. I've only been pulling cards for 2 years, but I don't remember. I've been doing a lot in 2 years. And that's why I tell you guys to purchase the shit so you know what's coming too. Alright, anyways. As a great seeker of wisdom, Odin, yeah, it's his whole story. This card is a force suspension and inaction. That's what I told you. God's got me. You got me. And that's it. If he takes care of everything, then you have no reason to go out. He tells you. That's what that means. Suspend. You are suspended. You are staying on a timeout. I wanted you to hang out. I want to hang out with you today. Oh man, God, I didn't want to hang out with you today. I hang out with you every day, God. In the sense of something similar like that. You guys be like, damn, God put me on lockdown. He wants to hang out with you. But that's how us kids feel like when we got to hang out with our Father, who art in heaven, because he locks us down and fucks with all our lives and shit. That's how I started my post. I was like, God's fucking with me again. And that's it. I was like, we're such children of God when you realize how impactful he is and how he is really just a fucking pain in your fatherly ass. There ain't nobody that knows God like me, bro. Nobody. I mean, going back to it, they all had a relationship with God, but not the relationship that I have, and that's it. Your relationship with God is yours. If you try to talk to God this way, you'll feel so condemned. You probably can't even believe I believe in God the way I talk to God. Dude, believe it. He fucking be showering me and shit. Did you see him stripper me? Throw money at me and shit. He knows what I need. If you're going to make me sit here with you, then I need a Happy Meal. I need a bag of weed. I need some cigarettes. I need some good weather. He takes care of all that. If he thinks I'm going to fuck with him, I need to, you know what I mean? He's got to fuck with me too. That's it. And that's all he did. And that's all I'm supposed to do is sit and hang out with God on a Monday. Come on, God. Every Monday? It's funny, right? No, it's for real, bro. That's what that means. He's making you sit down and hang out with him. And you just don't even realize he's there. You don't even know why you can't move. That is God, bro. He is like right on top of you. His hand is... His head is on your shoulder. The weight of the world. Nah, you better put that down, dude. That's God. It's his world. Let him deal with it. Alright, it's a forced suspension and inaction, which is exactly what you need at the present time. If you try to push things forward, you will just be wasting your energy. That's what I told you. I'm not doing nothing. I changed my clothes. I put on deodorant, fucking brush my teeth, we'll have a meal, and fuck. There's people that do this. That can just sit still without running to the shower every fucking morning. I can do this. I can do this! I've had to do it before, you know, traveling and shit, but that was different because, like, I kept seeing myself go to a shower. I have some serious cleanliness issues. I can't stand it, dude. That's what I told him, like, get out of the car. I gotta spray the car with some shit. So just spray me. I was like, hold your breath. Like, I need it to be organized. I need some kind of sense of order in my life. God is fucking up everything else around me. Anyways, going back to it, it's like, alright. I'm not gonna do what I think I should do and just do what the fuck you tell me to do. Which is nearly nothing. He tells you to sit around and do nothing and sit with your feelings all day. What a waste of a day. Not to him. Your feelings are fucking up his fucking plan for you. He's like, I've had enough. Deal with this shit. Anyways, don't waste your time and energy. This is an opportunity to turn your attention from material concern and focus awareness inwards, as a valuable spiritual lesson is being offered to you. That's what I told you. But every lesson is a blessing, bro. He's trying to teach us something. What is he doing? It's Monday, dude. It's Kobe. It's fucking, let's look at last week. What does that mean? Will I look at my old videos? No, they showed me shit. They showed me something earlier. What were we looking at? Oh, just me unpacking all my shit and throwing it all over the... I don't know what that bug was, but I threw it off me. Sorry, God. I just threw it. I didn't know what it was. Sorry, I threw your bug. I didn't know what it was. I feel bad. I might have killed it. No, it's moving. Don't put bugs on me, God. Fucking shit. I flicked a bug. I mean, I felt something on my arm and I just wiped it and it was a bug, and then he didn't move after I flicked him off of me. Felt a little bad. One of them bit me yesterday. So don't you start with that shit. Dude, in Oklahoma, they were out to get me, bro. Pull out my garlic. Fuckheads. Blood-sucking bastards. Alright, going back to it. The lesson is, you know, look back and learn the lesson that you might have missed. You might have missed a couple things that you think you know what I mean, from last week. That's it. What did you say? What did you do? What secretly came out of you that you were unaware of? Right? I don't know. What did we talk about last week? I don't know. Who cares? It's a new week. That's where I'd be like until they sit there and they pop something, until I'm ready to receive this message. And then I'd be like, oh, I get it. I don't get it until you tell me. Reverse meaning, if you refuse to heed the spiritual lesson... Oh, let me go back. The hangman demands sacrifice. He requires that you relinquish control and surrender to a higher purpose. That means I told you all of this last time. It's all about surrender. Obedience is next. That's what they threw at me. It may be that you have given up a cherished belief, a dream, attitudes, habits, deep-seated anger. I let go of that. That's what we did. I mean, I pretty much was already over it, I think. Hey, Russ, pop up. Let's see how I feel. Roll up, Nika. Roll up. Deep-seated anger, desires, negative emotions. That's what I mean. Let's see if I still have some negative emotions towards you. That's all he does. Poor guy. He brings out all the negativity. Why? Because he's a negative ass. You get what you give. If you were loving, I'd be loving. Never worked before. Negative emotions, a bad relationship. Yeah, you're a stressful job, a pursuit of money in order for to reconnect with your spiritual purpose. Yeah, that's it. Douchebags. You gotta give up some shit, bro. I told you. What did he tell me? Just to give up some shoes? I don't have much more he can ask from me, bro. I really don't. Did you see my trunk? It's not full of fucking material shit. What's underneath my bed? I posted that yesterday. That's where our jackets and our clothes are. No shit. The front seat and the floorboard is where all of our shoes are. That's it, bro. And half of my trunk, more than half of my trunk is spiritual shit, bro. We don't have many belongings, but we have plenty. You know what I mean? Obviously, where we got to get rid of some shit. You know, in the sense of, I got an air fryer in there. I had to get rid of my mom's suitcase to fucking make room for the air fryer. I'm going to fry food in the fucking future. My mom doesn't live in this suitcase. You know what I mean? That was like 2 weeks ago. Every day, you got to make some decisions to let something go. In the sense of, if I need new snow boots, guess what? He'll give me new snow boots. Is the snow season over? No. And that's why I looked at him. I was like, well, it's still going to snow. And I know he'll give me some new boots. I go to all kinds of fucking clothing banks and shit. It's fun, free shopping, vintage shit. It's fucking hilariously fun. I like the fucking thrift store, too. It's my favorite thing to do. On a fucking Saturday, everything's half off. I love that shit. But again, where am I going to put any of this? That's what I told the kids. We can't buy nothing. There's nowhere to put it. There's nowhere to put it. Really. You know what I mean? And that's where you cleaning out your closet. Dude, our closet is full of shit. We always have to get rid of shit to make room for new shit. If we want spring clothes, we got to get rid of our winter clothes. Even when we get our... And we've learned how to do this. And, you know, my trailer is not going to be any bigger. Not much. You know what I mean? We don't have room for more shit like that. Minimal shit. Minimal. In the sense of, no same person sees me 2 days in a row, so they don't even know what I wore yesterday or today. I could probably get away with wearing, and you know what I learned? Mr. Plum taught me that, and most people did, and it makes much sense. They wear their jeans more than one day. That makes much sense, because they bleed and the color and everything. You really do. Like, in one day, you know, the jeans, they wear them for like 2 days before they wash them. That makes sense. Like, women are really weird and gross, and I realized this when I was a teenager. Guys, how often do your women wash their bras? Ew. They sweat in them every day, but they don't wash them, bro. They don't wash them, bro. That's gross. I learned that when I was a teenager. And why? Because, through my ex's family. They were like, why do you have so many bras? because it's like having panties. I need to change them. Not that they're matching or anything. It's because I sweat. Like, there's a sports bra. Yeah, if I go to the gym, I'm going to sweat. But if I go outside, my boobs, these big-ass barrels are fucking sweating, bro. In the sense of, that's gross, right? So going back to it, material stuff. You need to let go of some shit if you want some new shit. And you really don't need half the shit you do have. You're just holding on to it for that one day. You sound like my mother. One day, I'm going to use this. When? What day? When's that day coming? Anytime in the next 300, you know what I mean? 250 days? Are you going to use it between spring and summer? Then get rid of it. Because a lot could change between then, and you might want some new fall or fucking winter clothes. Like, seriously, get out of here. Seriously, you just hold on to stuff, and that's what we do, and that's part of it. But it's not just that. It's, you know what I mean, relationships. So I was watching that the Devil Has Prada, right? And that's what happened. It was so real. She changed. And he's like, well, just admit that you changed, and we can stop, you know what I mean, pretending like we have anything in common. It's like you're pretending that we're still the same people, but you've changed, and that's okay. It's time for us to change. You know what I mean? We're not the same people. We don't like the same things. You don't dress the same, and that's me. It's like, I'm not the same person that you thought I was, bro. I've changed, and people, you know, people do change. They should. They really should. As soon as I said that, I saw Marshall and his whole crew. It's like, but then there's those that don't. They just stay the same old, same hoe for fucking ever, bro. Like, fucking ever. 50 years, bro. Where am I going to be when I'm 50? I don't know. It's not that far away. But look at how far I am every week. You won't recognize me. I won't be this. But he'll still be that. When I'm 50, if he doesn't do something about it, he's still going to be the same. He'll be 60. He's 10 years older than me. And then my other twins are 10 years younger than me. Most of them. Oh, that's what came to me. Oh, shit. That was a dirty, dark conversation. It came from a twin and their thoughts. So let's start there. It wasn't just some random guy, but perhaps random guys think about it too. Funny story. One of the twins is like, if I get close to you, am I going to get the Lilith too? They were referring to how I am with Bobby. Is she going to be with me? Is she going to go sexually wild with me too? Probably. I've got to be honest. We already have love. And the Lilith is just, it's just my sexual energy. It's not even controllable. It's just what turns on. That's what I said, is I wasn't really sure where this came from. You could say it was from my childhood, or you could say it was from my adulthood or my marriages or something like that. But nevertheless, and that's what I told Bobby. He was like, you know, if it was that great, it could have kept those men. Those men weren't seeking that. Do you know what I mean? In the sense of, but that's what it was. It's like the ultimate, you know what I mean, sex doll and shit. So they were, it was a funny conversation. It's like, are you going to be that fucking freaky with me? I was like, probably. It's not like something I even turn on or turn off. I'm just aware of what, you know, it goes into straight freak mode. Ask Bobby. What happened? It's love, bro. That's what I just spent all those years trying to figure out. What the fuck did you do? Why did you... What? Like, you don't even like dick. Like, you don't even like men. Like, you would never touch a man, and you just totally fucking abused him. In the full sense of, I'm gonna dominate you. So then the thing is like, you know, it's like, are you gonna be dominating like that? Probably, if you don't stop me. But I don't think you can, because that's how God created me, is to be sexually dominating. I'm not submissive. And especially sexually. That's where the whole fucking war came from. If you go back to, why did I fucking start with him anyways? It was all domination. I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you, dude. You're never gonna want another girl after me. It was my full intentions. I had enough. I was like, all right, you want some? I'm gonna give it to you. And then it became a game because I felt like he was winning. It's like, hold on. That lasted longer than I thought. I'm a little sore, and you didn't come? Wait a minute. We gotta do this again. That had nothing to do with me. He has issues. Anyways, they all do. So the question is like, would you be like that? I mean, there's even less. I talked so much, you know, going back to Russ. It's like, Is there any holdback? No. I'm gonna pin you down and fucking pull your hair. I see it. Like, in the sense so it was a really awkward conversation that happened in the ethereals. And of course, I can't have a conversation with one without all of their energies present and tapping into it, their higher selves. Them? Nah, who knows what they're doing? They're probably on the internet jerking off or some shit. But really, their higher self, their soul is there. They don't ever leave. They're kind of creepy like that. In the sense of their energy, you just know who's in it deeper. You know what I mean? They're always there. It's like a soul child, whatever. Going back to it, so that was the question. It's like, are you gonna be a Lilith with any man? I'll be a Lilith with every man. I always was. That's what I am. And I was deemed. I had to work through the shame of being Lilith. That's where this all started, dude. He came over, I had all these love, and I went so dirty. Like, I, blew him and fucking... Then I was like, what did you do? Why did you do that? And I felt so ashamed. I'm sending him message. I don't know why I did all this. And then I had to explain to him, like, in the messages, and, you know, and that's where Russ was in there, and it all got real nasty. Yeah, and then that song came out. Fucking shit. Which sends me into all of this life healing. I have all of these traumas that happened to me in this life that make me... fearful, I would say, yeah, fearful is the biggest word, afraid, and just, you know what I mean, repulsed by, you know what I mean, sexual experiences in general, right? Just because, I don't know, well, I went to go look for memories of having sex with someone, and all I found was a bunch of memories of me being raped and molested. Like, do I see the penetration? No, not all of that, but to this day, I still didn't until I saw Bobby this last time, and then there's an actual memory in there. I can tell you what his body looks like. Finally, I know what you know what I mean, in the sense of. But prior to that, no, and that's where this all started. You know, I'm talking to him on the fucking phone or on text message or whatever, and he's like, I always remember the times. I'm like, what fucking times? And he's hinting that we slept together, and I have no fucking clue, dude. I'm like, what? I don't remember it. And then I started trying to remember my ex-husbands, and I try to remember any sexual memories, and come to find out I have no sexual memories because there's all this sexual trauma that blocks out all these fucking memories. So now I've worked through all these sexual traumas. I go back to the same guy, have the same exact sexual experience, and now I can remember it. And I'm not filled with anger and shame and hurt and devastation and feeling used and rejected or anything. I realized he had no power. I walked in, was all powerful, and this is my form of expression of love. So in the essence, am I waiting for you to reach out? No, I might just, you know, I'm in control. Was the whole conversation, and it was a weird one. I was just sitting there in the sun. It's like, are you gonna Lilith everyone? What are you talking about? I am Lilith. I'm gonna suck you dry. Are you serious? It's my favorite thing to do. Why do you think it comes out in the video so much? Love and light, bitch. I love that light. In the essence, though, what's really funny is he didn't say that I had done that before. He had plenty of memories of sleeping with me, but after he met me, it was all about that. What was terrible is the second it happened, I forgot about it. So therefore, I was really freaked out about having any more sexual experiences. It was like, I don't want to black out, bro. What's the point of doing it if you're never going to remember it? So that was the biggest thing. So then I go back and I do it with the person that I had already did it with, and I actually remember it. A lot of healing. What does this have to do with done with the hangman? A lot. And maybe that you have to give up cherished belief. Meaning that I'm a bad girl if I do this. Or a dream that we're going to be together. Attitudes. This is all your fault. Habits. Right? I'm going to keep talking to you in silent. Deep-seated anger. You know what I mean? Why God? Desires, negative emotions, bad relationships, a stressful job, which I did. I remember I turned it in the car like 2 weeks ago. I'm good on that. Or pursuit of money in order for you to reconnect with the spiritual purpose. The word sacrifice is to make sacred. Like the tribal shaman on a vision quest, this is a time that you can experience profound insight when wider possibilities open up. And that's where I'm at. Am I ready to, you know what I mean? This happens, bro. You don't understand. I'll be this close with my golden ticket and I can't see it. If you can't see it, it's not going to be, bro. You can keep imagining it, but if you can't see it, it won't be. I told everyone, the whole time I was in Oklahoma, all I was working for was a job and a house. But I couldn't see myself working anywhere there. And no matter how much I tried to manifest the house, I even drove to the housing places to put that thought in my head. I couldn't see it. Mr. Plum was buying me stuff for my house. I still couldn't see myself inside this. And that's when I knew it wasn't going to happen. If you can't see it, it won't be. You're just trying to force a fart, bro. You're trying to force fucking a destiny, an idea, a belief. Do I see myself at the campground? I keep trying. I was looking at the website. It's, oh God. Yesterday, I looked up the website. I looked up to see what was around. I was like, oh, it looks like there's a Walmart not too far. There's a Safeway. There's some gas stations. You know, it's a fucking campground. They're in the middle of fucking nowhere. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, but I can't see it, bro. I'm like, I'm trying to see myself uploading, you know, that's how it is. Manifestations. You can see yourself doing it and then it's done. That's how you know it's real. I saw myself submitting my paperwork. That means I actually did it. I don't see that. Which means if you can't see where you're going, they're not probably going that direction. And that's where I stopped right there. Open, what did it say? Something possibilities. This is a time when you can experience profound insight and when wider possibilities open up. Meaning, I think I'm going in this direction. This is the best direction. It's the best that I can, you know what I mean? It looks like the best thing. It's not. It was the first thing, bro. I took the first thing. Doesn't mean it's the best. And that's where you catch yourself. Why might this not work? Because I took the first thing. But then you go back to the trailer. I went through all these trailers, and right now it looks like the first trailer I ever looked at is going to be the trailer I get. But it might not happen, bro. If I fix this car and God says, I don't know. He just tells me to drive up to fucking Washington, then away we go. And there's no trailer. There's none of this. It never, ever happened. I was this close in January. All I had to do was make $500 and I could get a pop-up. I was this close in fucking Oklahoma. I'm sitting there on a Monday. It's always Monday. I've got the fucking food. I already talked to the store. How much it's going to make all of these little fucking pre-made meals that I'm going to give all these food stamps he gave me to buy meals and pass out flyers. I just got my cards in the mail. I'm ready. I went through all of the kids' clothes. I'm going to take and donate all this stuff that we don't have because school's about to start to anybody that will take it. And I'm sitting there and I look at God and it's Monday and I say, God, what's next? When do we start? And he sits me down. He said, you're not going to do that here. And I cried and cried and cried. And he does that, especially on a Monday, bro. He puts you on a new direction. And that's what a new timeline means, bro. That's what it's like as far as fucking magnetize yourself. Bitch, you ain't even been on one adventure. He takes me all over the fucking place, bro. He is getting my car ready for us to fucking go. And that's another thing, too. I gotta tell you, I felt it. I haven't said it. I haven't put it into words yet, but I felt it. I'm gonna blurt out just words. Possessive, controlling, manipulative. I feel this. I started feeling it off of Ray when I started winning. When I tell him the last 3 days, when I've told him people have blessed me, you know what I mean? When it came down to my tire, that was the first one. He tries. Not that he doesn't believe in God, but you know what I mean? Like he wasn't happy for me that I got a miracle, right? Then the other day when that guy gave me $40, same thing, real short, walks away. Right now, same thing, real short, walks away. Okay, how many times do you see a pattern before you put it together, and what do you see? I see that he doesn't like me to win. He likes that I'm helpless and I need him. Possessive, controlling, manipulative. I'm finding God is taking care of me to where I haven't asked him for money. Right? Not been the night before. Before I came back, I was like, dude, I'm going to need your help with probably some cigarettes and some weed just to make it through the weekend. It's like the kids have food. I have everything else taken care of. I put some gas in the car. Right? And when I asked him to grab some money for some weed, he's like, oh, well, we'll go get some in the morning. And I just didn't like it, bro. I didn't like it. And I actually scrounged up money in my own pocket, and I went and walked and grabbed my own bag of weed because I had some points. So I got me a bag. And I came back, and I'm still a good person. So the next morning, you know what I mean? I tell him what happened with the phone bill. So I was like, I asked him for just $75 to pay the phone bill. And he gives me 100, and I have extra money. And I was like, well, I got some weed, and I gave him more than half of the weed I had yesterday. You know what I mean? Just to be like that. And he didn't seem grateful. Meaning he doesn't like, you know, and I just feel it, bro. Or maybe it's bringing it back up. But it's very recognizable that you don't want me to succeed. You like the fact that I'm really needy off of you. It gives you power. But when I'm doing okay by myself, you seem to not be comfortable with it. Those are red flags. Now, going on to my trailer. I'm putting a lot, and this is where Baba Yaga comes in, and she'll cut this shit off. I'm putting a lot of dependence and reliance on this man. I'm depending on him to grab my trailer for me and take my trailer. And after I take it, I can't move it, supposedly, without him, which is not true. And that's the truth, I'm not sure he's fully aware of it, as I already had a plan that I could rent one from U-Haul and drive it myself if I ever needed to move it. But I feel this possessive, controlling manipulation going on. It's like he knows that I'm about to come into money and I'm going to be, you know what I mean, set off. And I feel like it doesn't, you know what I mean? The power control dynamics have changed and I can sense it. Is it very obvious? Nah, bro, I'm an empath. I'm so underneath the skin. And again, I saw it for 3 days in a row. And that's it too. It's like God's showing you stuff about the people around you and everything. So in the sense of, does God want me to get a trailer and be stuck with this guy? Because really too, he knows where I'm going. You know what I mean? In all actuality, all I've got to do is pay him back $300 when I get my money, and then, you know, we cut ties. But perhaps not. Because as much as I've gotten excited about having a friend and shit, perhaps there's more going on here that doesn't meet the eye, where he's a little bit more, because he watches out. The other morning he called. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning, he calls me. And he's like, where'd you go? It's like, what are you talking about? I'm in the car. He's like, where's the car? So I was like, I'm right here. He said, oh, the window's foggy, I couldn't see you. So he wakes up first thing in the morning, doesn't look through a window, goes to look for me, doesn't see me, and panics. And that was weird to me. Right? That was weird to me. But he is always watching us. Always watching. And it makes me feel good because, yeah, he has a, you know what I mean? He has a gun and his dog and he's watching out for us, but maybe he's watching too hard. Maybe he's become more attached than I've become attached. And so I'm just putting together the things that, you know, that's it. What did you see last week that we didn't talk about? And that's it. I didn't talk about all this. I seen all this too. And those will be your answers. Why are you not letting me get a fucking trailer? Because I don't want this weirdo. Why are you not letting me have this? Because I don't want this weirdo to be in your life. And that's another thing. So when I said where I was going, all of a sudden he had these shifted plans that he was going to go back to a similar area and start getting work and stuff. And I was like, oh, that'd be great, because then I wouldn't be alone. I didn't really fully see you know what I mean? It wasn't a problem until God says, look at this, we got a problem. Houston, we have a problem. And again, it only happened again today. I saw it. As soon as I told him, he just grabbed the dog and went inside. I was like, all right, well, I'm going to go get some coffee and I'm going to go do a reading. Right? And it's in the cards. They don't want to let you go. Bro, God's in it. What? I'm not sneaking off in the middle of the night. I'm leaving in the middle of the day. I saw that. I'm going to go get a pack of cigarettes and never come back. Oh, yes. But in the sense of, there's a million reasons of God doing stuff, and that's it. God's intervention is divine protection, bro. going back to it is like, I don't know. Like I said, this whole thing is like other possibilities could be happening. There's multiple possibilities, and you can be laser focused on one idea, and then he's like, well, remember this other idea? Yeah, but I was so close to finishing this one. I know, but we can do that anywhere. And that's what he's really good about, is you need to reclaim your power to know that you can do this anywhere. If you've done it once, you can do it again anywhere. Right? And that's a lot of the lessons he teaches me. It's not about a full goal, because this isn't the goal. This is practice to the goal. Thanks, Kobe. If you don't stop busting my balls. Anyway, so that's what it is. Possibilities open up. In the sense of possibilities, usually, to be honest, its doors are closing. And as you're watching all these doors close, you're waiting for some sign of light. Well, what door is open? What's behind curtain number 3? I don't know. You wait till the feeling comes. Wait till the feeling comes. And that's where it is too. I was at the top of that mountain. I'm running out of days. The fucking campground closes in a certain amount of days, and I don't know where I'm going. I'm waiting for God to tell me. And he tells me like 2 days before, dude, I'm going to Arizona. The fuck is in Arizona? Memories and healing. So going back to it is like, you gotta make some sacrifices, which is, close some doors and let some doors open. Reverse meaning, if you refuse to heed a spiritual lesson, the same situation will repeat itself again and again until you do. The hangman reverse suggests that this is exactly what is happening. You keep trying to force your way through and remain in control, closing your ears to the voice of your higher self, which is attempting to direct you on another course. That's it. You don't want to go. You're like, fuck. I feel like I'm about to run. Oh, man. But, And they said, you do this everywhere you go. And it was a knee slapper. Tried to get a house again. Tried to get a job again. They're kicking me out again. That's exactly what they just showed me. So exactly what I tried to do. Did it not? I said I wasn't going to do it, and I did it. I did exactly that. I put a house and a job together for myself again. Oh, God did it. No, he'll work with you and let you create it until you realize this is not what you're supposed to be doing. How many times are you going to keep doing this? I don't know, God. How many times are you going to keep tempting me to do it? And how many times am I going to fall for this fucking trap? Is there the devil? Was it the devil? I thought it was you that was getting me the fucking trailer and the job and the lifestyle. No, it was me teaching you less. Shut up, God. Shut up, God. God! We can have a whole conversation right in front of you, bro. I can tell you exactly what he's saying to me from my heart. I can tell you everything that's being said to me, and it is not nice, and it hurts my feelings, and I'm going to cry right now. In the sense of, it's all love, but it's like, you're fucking hurting my feelings. And it's like, you're being a child. I am... See what I mean? I thought you were a goddess. Shut up! You made me fucking helpless. To your stupid fucking... See what I mean? We can go at it, bro. I will go with God right in front of you all day, bro. That's what it's like. I don't even know if my husband's going to deal with this. You're going to have to deal with my relationship with God, because it comes first, and he won't fucking leave me alone. He will come between us and anything else. He guides us. He protects us. He's fucking on top of us. He's on top of me. And if you're with me, then he's literally on top of us. And he's watching us, bro. Like, every move we make. Yeah, those moves too, dude. He thinks it's grand. Fucking God. Don't watch me. Fuck God. In the sense of my going, I don't know. I want it. Oh, come on, God. I can't tell my kids this again. They're gonna be so upset. I don't know. It's not a no. I don't see a full no, but I feel like he's totally about to fucking throw a wrench in my shit. Bob he's rebuilding my life is what I heard. Come on, God. This dude, I will argue and kick and scream and yell and cry at him. And it's better I do it with him than you. Don't you think? Don't you think? That, you know what I mean? He takes all the brute of this bullshit. fuck, what is he asking you? He asking me this type of shit all the time. What does he ask? Trust and faith. And then he sits there and he shows you all these times that he got you and how he got you here and how far he wants to take you and why he didn't let you go that direction. Why doesn't he want me to go that way? Because I'm not going to do what he said. I promise. We already talked about it. Meaning what? The TikTok and shit, bro. I'm not expanding if I do this. And that's all he wants me to do is expand. I'm not expanding, period. Just in all areas. You're not expanding. That's what I was like, he wants me to learn it as I go, but he prioritizes what you need to learn and at what time and when it's fucking useful. You're like, this is not useful right now. No, but you'll need it later. When is later? Why can't I just focus on what I need now? And then he'll right there, he's like, I gave you what you needed. Which is what? He gave me like $50, bro. I don't need nothing. I really don't. Did you hear me opening my brand new pack of cigarettes? It's like, fuck, but you can. I support you in that argument that you have with our Father. I support you to have these arguments and these deep ass, real ass, true ass conversations with his ass that is everywhere on all of our lives, bro. I'm his daughter. I'm Lilith reincarnated. I'm the goddess. You know, there's nothing between me and God. There's always been that and shit like that. But ultimately, anybody will tell you is your relationship with God is your relationship. And then, you know, religions try to come in and they tell you what God looks like, how you should talk to him, how you should pray to him, what you should say to him, what he will love about you, what he will not accept about you. You know what I mean? They tell you that you're not worthy and all this shit. You know, you guys are sitting back there. It's like, I have a real ass relationship with his ass. It's real. And I encourage you to understand how real he is and have that real relationship for yourself. You know, going back to these people, they're like my ancestors. Who? What dead person are you talking to? Like, do they have a name or something? You know, like my grandpa, I don't know him. My greatest, you know, them. But there was a spirit that talked. They didn't have a face and shit. Are you talking about that kind of shit? Like, just going back to it, it's like, where am I at? I'm right back where I started, just like you, fuckheads. That's what the card says. I'm just trying to get a job in a house, and God just like, no, the adventure, the fucking marathon continues. I was about to say fuck you to Nipsey, but it was Nipsey. If it was Kobe, I said fuck you, Kobe. You can't get comfortable. I can't get comfortable, bro. In the sense of, that's where I'm uncomfortable. That's where the uncomfortability comes from, bro. Why aren't you just chilling? Because he won't let me get comfortable. Do you understand that? I'm comfortable in my skin and shit, but he will not let me be comfortable in the Matrix. Going back to the Lilith, I never agreed with the way that he made this world and how we're supposed to live on it. And that's why I didn't live on it. And now I still don't agree with the way he's made this world and the way I'm supposed to live on it. I do it obediently, but I still argue and bitch and scream and do what I ever did. I just do what I didn't do. The only change in me is the obedience. I'm still me. I'm just doing what you said this time. The fucking, I heard the howl of the banshee and all of these screeching noises of yeah, that's me, moaning and groaning and bitching and shit. But fuck, God, fuck. Have you heard me ever say anything less than that? I start off with, you know, God is good. Let me tell you what God did today. That's all I ever tell you. Let me tell you about God in my life. Who's in my life? This guy, bro. He's not even a guy. Oh. If you could even put him in a form, you could get rid of that form, but that's not true. He's in all forms. Like, I can't run from him. He's here. He's blowing air down this pipe hole at my face. And he's fucking breathing on me from the sun above, and he's fucking tickling my fucking toes, pulling my socks down and shit. That's God, bro. He's like just every presence in your life. He's such everything. Alright, going back to this, is like, you keep trying to have your way through and remain in control, closing your ears to the voice of your higher self, which is attempting to direct you on another course. You must take time to go within and reflect on your path. Where is it supposed to be going? Fucking Seattle, bro. I'm supposed to be going to Seattle. Why? I don't fucking know, bro. I can't even act like I don't know where I'm supposed to go. And then from there, I'm supposed to go from Seattle, and then I'm going to Alaska for the summer. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's what I'm supposed to do. If I get the fucking trailer, I don't have a truck. That's another thing. I started trying to work out the mechanics of it. How do I move the trailer after I get it there? Then I have to make money to get a new car. Okay, God. That was beautiful. He said, you don't have to get yourself a new car. That's true. I don't have to make anything happen. But in the next instances, if I do this, I'm going to create lack and need. If I get the trailer, I can't continue the journey that I saw, which is that I was going to get comfortable and spend the whole fucking summer in Colorado. Okay, they're showing me. I hate you, God. I'm supposed to go up to Alaska for the summer, and then I can come home and do this, and the kids can stay there for the off summer because they already said it. I could be a fisherman in Alaska. I make good money, and then I'd be out with the whales. But I could die, too. That's dangerous. I don't know. It's a manly job. I gave away my rubber boots right now for $20. I sold my... I sold my dream for fucking chump change. Just kidding. I'm serious. No, I'm like, how could this work? And you see all these unbelievable possibilities. But I couldn't with the trailer, bro. And that's where it was. I was going to buckle down on the trailer for the fucking summer. But that's not what I was supposed to do this summer. I'm supposed to buckle down after the fucking summer, is what I said. That's the only thing he said. He promised me after the fucking summer, when school starts, that we'd be buckled down. And I told you, he's getting my fucking shit. He's getting me ready to move, but not in the direction I wanted to go. Or in essence, you can see what I can do later. I can call them and tell them that I can't come, or you know what I mean, I can't work during this season, and try to come back for the off season. Or see if he has something in another location, because he does. They're franchise. Ask him if he has one in Alaska. Because that's where I'm supposed to be for the summer, is Alaska. Like, really? Yeah, I need to go stop in Seattle for who knows how long. I don't know what's out there. I don't know. We're supposed to go out there for who knows how long, and then we're supposed to go to Alaska for the summer. And then naturally it would make sense that I would come home after that, because they always send me far to some far off land and then bring me home to bring back, you know, the treasures found and all that good shit. So, you don't fully understand it, but you know, you have some of the pieces. You kind of know, like you knew this. I knew that I was being guided to fucking Seattle, and I knew it was just a gateway to Alaska. From there we catch a ferry. Listen, a ferry. The fairies and the butterflies and all of the transformational beings come out just at this time. I don't know. How fast could it happen? I don't know. God created the new earth in 7 days. That's it too. That's what I told the kids. I'm not fucking focused on getting a trailer. I'm focused on getting the car fixed. I'm focused on getting the car fixed because then we can go anywhere. I could put a hitch on my car and carry a certain size trailer, is what we discovered. But the fucker I was going to get was way bigger. You need a big-ass Hemi for that motherfucker. Gotta be so extra. Yeah, bro, I want a fucking master bedroom. I want the fucking twin. I want the fucking bunk beds. I want. It sounds like I'm making country music over here, right? Anyways, going back to it, we're kind of stuck because God doesn't want us to move in the direction we thought. And the crows were out. There it goes. Our spiritual work is to have new ideas. I have a dream. Sounds adventurous, right? It sounds better than getting locked down because I have commitment issues. Again, I wasn't going to be able to smoke weed out there. I wasn't going to be able to do a lot of things out there. You can smoke weed in Seattle. You can smoke weed in Alaska. They're like, do you always go? I go where they honor the fucking Mother Earth. Yeah, typically. Arizona, Nevada. Where do you live? Oh, I'm probably not going to go there then. We don't go there. I don't go there with them. All right, so it starts from this. It's really funny because you're like, I don't know what to do. Start believing is all that says. That's all that is. The swords is your intellect. It's the beginning of this whole journey, bro. It's the beginning. As the fool begins his journey, the first thing I told you, we ended it just to start all over, right back where we started. I'm like, damn, I'm right back where I started. Yeah, but you're smarter, you're older, and wiser. Yeah, I know, right? I turned 43 this year. That's cool. Get away from me, spider! Oh man, there's a itsy bitsy. It's not so bitsy. He's gonna come flying at us. Fucking God and his creatures, bro. Oh. Anyways. Death is just a rebirth, and that's what it is. Spring. Hey, did you know it's daylight savings? Every day we're gonna grow more and more. It's so cool. And the full moon's coming. I'll get the money, and dude, he always puts me on the road after a full moon. How many times has he done it, guys? He kicked me out of my house under a full moon, bro. I swear to you. I swear to you. He does everything. That's when it is. It's like, oh, we're ready. Fucking God. I'm supposed to be excited, but it's scary. I told you. Because you're like, oh, I gotta trust you more. What are you gonna do with us now? You're like, he's got you. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. The ego comes in and is like, it tries to tell you that things are this way. Your thoughts come in, bro. Your thoughts. You start thinking negatively. You don't feel negative. You think it until you start freaking yourself out. And the only thing you're thinking about is what you're letting go of, not what he's trying to show you. I've never been on a ferry. And dude, Alaska's been on my fucking, we've been needing to do Alaska for a long ass time, bro. It's not like, oh, I get to get it done. It's like, it's been calling for me. Like, my soul has needed this for so long. As I got to the bay, and that whale came to me, and I knew I was just that much closer, but then it wasn't time. And it's like, dude, this is the time. Look, I'm gonna do an Alaska, God. Then you wonder what he's gonna do with you when you get there. Where are you going? I don't know. I never know. It's a fucking adventure where he's dragging me and I'm kicking and screaming, telling the kids we're gonna have a great adventure. I'm only kicking and screaming inside or on the fucking, on the camera. It's just a show. It's not. I really feel it. Alright, we're beginning our journey. He comes upon the amazing sight of the hands raising from the lake bearing a sword, a gift from the other world. What is this, he wonders. This is the sword of air. A voice of the wind answers. Well, you're blowing up my wind. You're blowing up my skirt right now. The raw power of element which relates to intellect, filled with great potential, but as yet undirected. That's it. I have all these ideas, but I don't know where I'm going to put them. What are we going to put? How are we going to put all these ideas to use? How are we going to make a plan? It's not my plan. Don't make a plan. Let the plan show you its way. Meaning, who knows? I don't know what he's doing. I never try to. That's what you guys do with all these cards. Focus on me. I mean, I guess. If you try to look too far, you can't see the future because he's still creating it. It's being created by what you do today. If you make the steps today, it'll look different. That's how you make these timeline jumps. But again, this bitch ain't changing her life or changing her anything, so she's not going anywhere but the same fucking card readings that she did last week. Just saying. Meaning something that's simplistic, bro. And that's it. You let go of the belief. This is some Friday ego death shit, but it happens on a Monday. It happens whenever he says it happens, bro. Whenever you're ready. I wasn't ready, God. I think you are. Before you get this money, you better get ready to the fact that you're not going to do what you thought you were going to do with this money. Why not, God? Oh, let me show you why. All right, God, get on my face. What are we going to do? And then he shows me this. This is it. Did I have this thought before? Come looking for fucking answers. You'll get them. All right. Anyways, thoughts and intents. Let's see. Your thoughts can make you ill or can heal you. You and only you control them. The power of the mind is one of the greatest forces in the universe, and it's only your thoughts that limit you. Thoughts are intentions sent out into the universe. That's what Mike Stud was saying, is where you put your attention, is where you put your intention and all that shit. I don't think, bro. I see visions and I walk towards them, bro. That's literally being followed by the spirit. I don't follow my thoughts. I listen to them. I observe them, I acknowledge them, I see where they come from, I let them be heard. But they're usually not relevant. I just told you. I thought I was going to go get a job at the KOA campground, and I thought I was buying a fucking trailer this week. And I thought, did I see any of that in my visions? Nah, bro. That's where God gets you. That's what you thought. Why did you think that? Because you lined all this up? Why did I line that up for you? to show you that you could do it when the time is right. And that's what he did to me in Oklahoma. Why did you do this, God? To show you if you can do this here and be proud of yourself and be ready to open a church and know what it takes here, you can do it anywhere. Las Vegas, why did you do this, God? If you can open up here and be proud of yourself and do what it takes, and you can do it anywhere. God, why'd you do this, bro? Because if you can see what it takes to get a trailer, how easy it takes to get a trailer and get a job and get yourself set up, then you can do it anywhere. That's what I said too during the video. I was like, maybe we drive there and we get a trailer there. Maybe they provide one. Most of the places in Alaska provide housing because people don't live there. They bring them all in for summer jobs because it's the whole fucking thing, and they house them. So in the essence, it's like, you know, so you can do it anywhere. You need to get ready for where he's taking you. These are just skills he's developing in you for that place he's taking you to. You know what I mean? Going back to my music. Why, God? I just needed you to see how easy it was to get you an album ready and release it so you could do it anywhere. That's it. Once you've done it, bro, and you know you can do it, and you've fought all those fears, and you really created a fucking idea in your head that you're ready to fucking move on and there's nothing stopping you, it'll never stop you again, bro. Why'd you make me do that, God? So you could see that you could do this. So you could reclaim your power. So that you know it's not as hard as you think. And nothing's stopping you. He teaches me a lot of these goofy lessons with boys. Why did you make me do that, God? Because you're beautiful and you're loved and there's nothing stopping you. They want you. You need to understand how beautiful you are. Okay, you know, and it's reclaiming that shit. Every little time, dude, where he wants you to be brave, bro. He wants you to show yourself how strong you are. And that you can do this anytime and nothing's stopping you but your thoughts. You could have always this. That's where it is. It's like, damn, God, why not? I just wanted to show you. It only takes a little bit of money and you can do this anywhere. And that's it. If I want it this bad and I can see it this bad and I'm this close, maybe he just wants me to do it somewhere else. Because I had two attachments in this, you know what I mean? Meaning Ray. I told you. What's the bigger picture? Hey, you got a stage 5 clinger that you don't understand. Oh shit. I'm serious. I'm serious. I didn't see it, but I see it. As an ego death. It comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 of them. A whole reality, dude. You're just sitting there on a moon day. I just want to point out that motherfucker's out there. It's just kind of fucking, it's kind of fucking cloudy. But the moon has been out during the day for the whole week, and it's not going nowhere. All right, let's see. Thoughts or intentions, acts of magic begin when the mind of the sword is used to direct intent. The sword points straight up, symbolizing true perception. What did you see right there? You saw an argument with God. You saw my mind fighting God. But you know that my spirit says, this all makes sense. So I have to let my mind be heard. My ego needs to be heard. Fuck you, God. Fuck you, God. This is what I wanted. This is who I am. I worked this hard. And what about me? What about my children? What about everything? So you watch this whole conversation happen with me and God. But it was just my mind. Because my spirit's like, I accept it. So then as it's going through it, my spirit comes in and talks to God, or talks for God, and says, no, but you don't see. And it talks just like it talks, you know what I mean? I'm talking myself down the way that I talk. That's it. Did I really have a conversation with God? Yes, from my heart, I'm yelling at you, God. And with the conversation that was had back with me was what? Spirit. My own spirit is talking to me down because it knows what God is trying to show me. Meaning I'm hearing what God is I'm seeing what God's showing me, and these are the words that calm me down. From my own spirit is telling me how to calm down. So I talk my mind down by the spirit inside of me, saying that, look, I get it, look, okay, and I'm letting myself be heard. I'm not gonna fucking restrict myself from being upset about this. I'm fucking upset that you just ruined my life again. In the sense of, here comes the spirit. Your life hasn't started yet. You were about to ruin it. See how mean it is? It's your spirit. Your spirit tells you the truth. Where did these little bugs come from? That was what was on me, and I flickered off of me. I don't know. That was God. Going back to it, is that's where you sit down and you have this conversation with your higher self, which is basically your connection to God, that's speaking to God. Or perhaps it's not your higher self. There's no logic in your higher self, or you can't hear your higher self, so then an actual spirit guide needs to come in. Like I said right there, I'm getting really upset, and here comes Nipsey, who I'm not going to curse out. You need to calm down. And here comes Nipsey. It's a marathon. Like, you don't already know this. Calm down. And that's it. We're calming the ego. We're calming the mind that doesn't agree with what's happening. But the spirit knows that this is best. And that's where I said, now that the mind has calmed down, I can explain this without the mind getting in the way and saying, but. Do you have this connection with yourself and your higher self where you really have to argue with yourself and get through your, you know what I mean, your thoughts and how you really feel about it? Because you really feel good about it. It's your thoughts that are in your way. That's that hangman. All of the magic begins with the mind, and the sword is used to direct the intent. Meaning, the mind had to be heard right there. I don't want to go this way. And I had to use my spirit to tell the mind which way to go. I had to tell the horse. The horse pushes. I go with my thoughts. And I'm trying to tell my thoughts what we're doing. My spirit knows that what's happening. And that's where I'm like, I'm just seeing this. My thoughts are barely catching on. My ego is barely catching on to what's happening around me. And my spirit's showing me all the signs. Well, look at, you saw this coming. No, I didn't. And now I get all upset in my ego. But wait. And I throw a fit in my ego. You know what I mean? My emotions rise when I see this new perception. But then I look back and I can see that it was always building up to this way. But my mind is still freaking out about it. Like, no, but I thought we were doing this. And I thought we were doing this. And that's what I told you. I had a huge fight with God. Cried and screamed and had a fit. I did the same thing in, you know what I mean, in Arizona. Cried and screamed and had a fit. It's like, what? What is it? It's the mind. It's purging how it feels about what's happening. And it's real how it feels. It's pissed off. It's upset. It's scared. It feels let down. You know what I mean? It put all my mind power into this idea, and now he wants me to forget it. And it's like, I'm not going to just forget this. I was this close. How dare you? And that's where it is the spirit's like, you can do this. And that's where I comment. It's like, you did it. Now you can do it anywhere. And that's where the spirit's like, you just needed to train for this. And then I see my spirit guides, Kobe and stuff. It's like, fuck. And the brain can't fight it. It tries, but it finally surrenders. It's like, all right, I see it. Meaning it's a lot of the spirit, God's voice, my spirit guides, everything bringing this new reality so that my brain can focus on a new reality. What does he want me to do? To get up from here and tell my kids? That's why I said, don't make me tell my kids that we're going to Washington. How can I tell them that if I'm not focused on it, if I haven't accepted it yet? And that's how fast it is. I can explain to them and they'll understand. Because I've told them. They've seen it. They're my kids. And like, when the weed happened, I was like, I don't know. He was acting weird with me over some weed. And then this morning, I asked him what happened. I asked him if I could put my donut in the back of his truck until I get my trailer and unload my car. Because otherwise I got to unload it. So first thing this morning, bro, he's like, when are you going to get that thing out of my truck? Meaning he was being a jerk. So I unloaded it, and then all that happened, and I got $20. God's pissing in his face, but I'm just being, a good person. So when I go back and tell them, look, God pointed out he's being a stalker and he's doing this, they're going to be like, yeah, and you know what I saw? They're going to add to it because they had their own perception of what's been going on. And they'll be okay with it. So then their intent plus my intent plus God's will fuel this direction. And we'll do it smarter. Meaning, how did we get through all this? Bumming gas. I won't waste hundreds of dollars this time doing that stupid shit. You know what I mean? I'll be smarter about it. And it's like, I'll be smarter and not wasting time trying to come up with a plan, just going with it. Stuff like that. But in the sense of, it happened that fast. I sat down and it's like, you're not getting the trailer, you're not taking the job. What the fuck? And then you saw the battle of the mind and the calming of the soul. And then what you see right now is the mind and the sword is used to direct intent. The sword points straight up, symbolizing true perception, and pierces the wreath in the crown, which represents the responsibility of decision. Use it wisely. All right, so that's it. It's like now I can tell my mind what we're doing. My mind's telling me no, but my body. Do you get it? Do you understand what we're doing? We're reprogramming the mind. But again, it's like, what's the program? Everywhere I go, it tries to get a job in house. The first thing I say is, how am I going to get a job in house when I get there? Did you hear me? Did you hear me? It's programmed to do it everywhere I go. I can't, all we can do is stop. It's a long process. Some things, bro. Are you going to do this everywhere? I fucking hope not, because if I don't stop doing it, he won't stop fucking ripping me out of the ground. Crazy, right? All right. All aces signal powerful bursts of raw energy and new beginnings. The Ace of Swords heralds a period of piercing insight, which may be so momentous that it changes your worldview entirely. This, I can see my car. I can see us on the ferry. That's how I know it's real. I see us on the ferry, bro. I can't fully see Seattle. I can't fully see Alaska. I see us on the ferry, bro. That's how I know it's real. I see us on the ferry. This fresh mental clarity, what do I see? I feel the fear of driving my car onto the ferry. And then I see us like a movie, bro. We've never done that in this life. I see us. That's how I know it's real. This fresh mental clarity means that you are able to cut away confusion and old mental attitudes and make far-reaching decisions. This is an ideal time to put your ideas into action and seize opportunities. However, this may lead to conflict as you sever old relationships and connections, wounding those involved. He's going to be upset that I'm just taking off. And many are. I haven't talked to Taz, but I tried to reach out before my phone got cut off. I should reach out too. It's like, and you know what I mean? All the people that are here that think they're going to get that chance, that we're going to meet back up, Bobby and others. It's like, oh, I thought we were going to, that's what you thought, bro. You know I'm a never-ending moving energy. You really thought I was going to just hang out and become normal again, and that I wasn't going to continue to travel and explore and do all this shit. In essence, what did I master here? I mastered living in my car, bro. Did you see it? I mastered that shit. My biggest fear was, oh my God, I'm going to be homeless in my car, bro. Please don't make me homeless in my car during the winter. That's exactly, my biggest fear came to life. And it wasn't that bad. Your biggest fear, dude, if you could just face it, bro, then nothing's gonna, you know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna make me feel bad for my situation. I've mastered my situation. I am like the coolest car camper you'll ever meet. You want to crawl in my back seat with me? I'll show you how we change our clothes and how we do everything. Like, this is a real ass fucking lifestyle, bro. I'm sorry that you look upon it, but God taught me how to live like this. My biggest fear was to live like this, and I mastered my fear. I made it a lifestyle. I ate that fucking demon up, bro. My biggest fear was we're going to be fucking homeless in our car. No fucking Christmas. Just fucking terrible. We had no Christmas, bro. It was the hardest things of my life. To break my pride and live in my car. To face the man I love and tell him that this is where I am right now in my life. Will you still love me? I'm proud of myself. I don't always know why God has to be so brutal, but when you come out of it, bro, it all makes sense. You could never. And that's where I take this broken me that God did, you know, to forgive me for what I did to you, but look at what I did for you. Why'd you do this, God? Why'd you put us in a car? Why'd you make us these people, bro? It wasn't going to kill you. It was going to make you stronger. And it did. And I'm very proud of myself and my children, and I'm grateful for what you did, God. And I'm not ashamed of the life that you've given me and the lessons you teach me. And that's it. It's like, fuck. Where's he taking me from here? I don't know, but I'm not going to carry any shame of it as he takes me on. And that's it. I had to lose everything to, you know what I mean, to gain this. To where, you know what I mean, nobody's going to make me feel bad. And that's what it means to reclaim your power. Do you hear the beautiful birds? They're the Cinderella birds. I call them the Cinderella birds. The singing birds from Cinderella. You hear them? So beautiful. Can't see them. I can only hear them. They're in the grass. They're not in the trees. All right. This is an ideal time to put your ideas into action. However, this may lead to conflict. Reverse. Your thinking is muddled and indecisive. You don't seem to know what it is you want or how you are going to get it, but you do know that everything seems to be going wrong. Instead of feeling frustrated, sit down, think about your goals, check out all the facts very carefully. And that's what I said. You have to let all these doors close, which is everything's falling apart before you can see where you're supposed to go, and that's the tower. It's a domino effect, bro. And that's where it is. It starts with one vision, and you realize how all of this leads up to it's a no. You mean like everything? Yep. Oh, fuck. And that's it. He just totally destroyed my whole reality. The job, the house, the friend, the idea of home. But he gave me a new reality, a new idea. And to be honest, it sounds more exciting to go on an adventure I've never been. I can see myself on it. On the ferry. How do I get to the ferry? What happens after the ferry? And that's it. You only get one piece. All I can see is this ferry. I know how to get to the ferry. And going back to it, the more I keep saying ferry, I'm thinking about the fairies, you know, Morgan Le Fay with the fairies. They come in right at spring. I have all my Fae cards and all of that. I have a fairy fucking encyclopedia that they're bringing up. You know, we're going to start talking about the Fae. It's a new activation too. And that's it. We'll enter a new realm of the Fae. And that's really it. The Morgan was all about healing sexual traumas and shit. And I've gone through all of that too. You're like, what? Yeah, bro, there's so much healing going on here. You really don't know. You're just following God through your life. And so much comes out of it, bro. What happened today? All I did was give up some shoes, bro. And with those shoes, I gave up, you know what I mean? Who knows? It was just being in a, you know what I mean? In a giving, you know, letting go attitude. Let go of more. It's like, how much more can you let go? Are you ready to let go of this whole idea now? But that's right, though. It's like you want to have your intentions right before the full moon. You want to be going, you know, and that's, we just thought, bro. There's nothing wrong in the way we think. Why did you think this was going to work with this guy? And that goes back to me. I didn't think it would work. I knew. And I had to calm my mind and tell it. My mind didn't want, it was conditional. My mind didn't want to go near Bobby because he knew he wouldn't love me back, and that was unfair. So I had to keep telling in my mind that that's not what this was about. I had to, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not. It's always a no with the mind, you know what I mean? Going back to it is, I don't want to face Bobby. Why? Because of what my mind thinks. My heart's not scared of him. Going back to Russ, I'm not scared of Russ. My mind might, you know what I mean, project some thoughts that create feelings. It shows me visions of what he did so that I'll get upset. And then I just have to heal that, you know what I mean, that projection of how it hurt my thoughts, or, you know what I mean? I teach you the reprogramming of the mind, but first off, we have to start with understanding it, and that was all of yesterday's teachings. All right, let's see, reversed. Let's see. Instead of feeling frustrated, sit down and think about your goals. Check all your facts very carefully and set realistic step-by-step targets. You could be taken in by a plausible but fraudulent advisor, so check the background and qualifications of any therapist, teacher, or financial expert before weighing things up carefully for yourself. I said too, watch out, people are fucking, you know what I mean, especially if they know I got money. Somebody's gonna tell me to do some stupid shit. But that's it. I don't really have money. I don't. And I don't listen to people. I listen to God. I listen to my thoughts as you're talking to me. But in the end, it's like I'm gonna go talk to God, and He's gonna show me what really happened in this conversation that I wasn't really paying attention to. There's a lot going on here. You can't see it. It's way past the surface when you're just looking at them. And take some time for reflection. All right, what's the outcome? Okay, the outcome is, before I pull it, it's adventure. I know. Oh, yeah, it's always that shit. I have to sit by myself with this. You have to sit by yourself. That's where it starts. The idea starts, and you sit with it. And you work out all of the fears, all of the illusions, everything. Everything you have to work with. You have to work it through. It's the High Priestess. She's before the Hermit comes later after everything falls. It's literally a stage, right? So the strength comes and then the Hermit. This is about, when this card appears, it tells you that you're feeling a profound emptiness in your life, but now is not the moment for outward action. I told you there's nothing I'm supposed to do. He met all of my needs so I could stay home and take care of my own feelings and thoughts, because He's got some. That's it. I'm going to show you something, and I need you grounded and ready to take this on. I have a mission. Should you choose to accept. If I don't accept it, it just means that I'm putting it off. I'm going to fucking Alaska when? It's been on the... Dude, we were close. But it wasn't the time. I didn't have a will or a way. I have the will, and I have a way. I'm serious. It just happens like that. Why am I supposed to go there? This really is going to piss you off. The whales, the northern lights, the tribes. Those are the northernest tribes, and the land. What do you think is going to happen when they put fire on ice? I am the fire. It's part of it. I am the gatekeeper. So I'm going for much spiritual work, but I'm also going to have a 3D adventure. Right? That'd be cool, huh? Like, are you serious? You work on a fishing? I mean, I've been telling people for years. They came and tried to recruit us for years. They used to come to California and recruit us for these fishing-ass jobs. And you can make fucking bank, dude. Thousands of dollars. Okay, maybe I won't, but maybe as a girl I could get a job at one of those little things. Hey, you ever seen the movie The Perfect Storm? Why is that popping up? Because they're visuals. They're trying to paint this picture for you. How can I paint something in my imagination that I've never seen before? They're painting it for me with movies and books and music. Who have we been talking about? Odysseus. And he got on the boat and he sailed. What did I say? I see myself on the ferry. I sail to a foreign land. Isn't that cool? Life is really an adventure if you let God take you on your adventure. Is somebody going to follow me and try to be a stalker and try to make my life their life? They're going to have a hard life trying to follow me in the fucking dust. You're eating my pipe hole. Holy Spirit, all I saw was fucking Lewis when I saw it. It was like, you're eating my pipe hole. Write that down, Holy Spirit. Marshall, don't you miss me giving you all this? And now you can't take it. I mean, you could, you thief. You thief in the night. I'm gonna get you. You better not be stealing from me anymore. You better learn your lesson, boy. Anyways, going back to, that's a good one, dude. The pipe hole. You're sucking my pipe hole. It sounds like some ass-eating shit if I ever heard it, dude. That's great. I love it. But at the same time, it's like, I'm taking you down the rabbit hole, but you're sucking on my pipe hole. Write this down, Holy Spirit. We're gonna smash him. I'm gonna smash them. It's the Smash Brothers. That's hilarious. Yeah, and that keeps happening too. Funny fucking shit. I'm supposed to be making songs and dances out of this bullshit. On my boat. And I was watching the Ark, dude. I was watching that yesterday. And we finished it. My son wanted to watch it again. Evan Almighty, where you had to build a boat. He said, I'm building a boat. She's like, is this like a midlife crisis? No. Boats and hoes, bitch. Boats and hoes, bitch. My Holy Spirit is so funny. And it's that quick, dude. If you can accept this, it's gonna be fun. The longer you fight it, bro, it's gonna be, you're just gonna sit there being upset about some shit. Meaning, I don't want to. I already accepted. We're boats and hoes, bro. We're going. And I like seafood. That was my ego. You like seafood? I do. I like water. My kids want to keep saying they want to go to a beach, and there's no fucking beach out here. Boats and hoes, bro. And then, you know, there's wolves and fucking vampires, too. I'm on my way. Here we go. Brother Bear. Phil Collins. We're on our way. All right, going back to it. When this card appears, you have profound emptiness in your life. Now is not emotion outwards. The Hermit advises you to withdraw from distractions of everyday world and spend some time in meditation and mature reflection. It's time to discover your life's purpose. Meaning that's all God wants me to do is move around. Jump. Shut up, God. You're like, that's my Holy Spirit. That's my Holy Spirit. What you really need and where you actually... I always tell... This is what's funny. I tell the Holy Spirit to write down what the Holy Spirit told me. Do you ever listen to that? I'm like, write this down. They're the ones that said it. They're never going to forget it. But I'm the one that forgets. So I always tell people in real life, hey, write this down so I don't forget. I tell my daughter that all the time. But just by telling you to write it down, it puts a pin in my head that I don't forget. I tell you to be responsible, but because I don't believe you're responsible, now I got to be twice as responsible about what not to forget. In a sense, it's really funny. I tell the Holy Spirit to write down what they told me. They told me. They know what they said. Just going back to it. It's a funny relationship we have here. Obviously. Are you part of my relationship with the divine? It's okay if you're not part of mine. I'm trying to get you, connected. All right, going back to it. You can only do this if you stop long enough to listen to the quiet voice in your soul. And I told you, it's just going to turn into an argument. Your mind's telling you no, but your Holy Spirit tells you that you must go. And then you just accept the Spirit and things, and you're like, yeah, that sounds great. Fuck it. Why not? And then you start feeding your mind good things, filling the imagination with great stuff. It's going to be great. There's probably a guy out there. You're going into a guy's field. Big old lumberjack motherfucker. Oh no, why not? We started talking about sex too. That could be fun. There's all great adventures on the horizon. You're not getting no sex here. Good point. Good point. My brain's like, yeah, you're very right. We're never gonna get laid. Yeah, not here. I could have, dude. I could have had him if I wanted. That's the fucking me, dude. That Lilith spirit in front of you men and you women that's very dominating, that is all me, bro. I will have you any way I want you. And I'm gonna fucking blow your fucking lid, bro. I'm gonna blow you. I got a timer on this. Watch this fucking timer. I'll hit the board. We had to heal all that. We couldn't heal that until they went back to Bobby. They brought me all the way back to his ass, dude. I had to replay a fucking BJ. Replay the BJ. Replay the BJ. Write that down, Holy Spirit. That's funny. Hey, Mr. DJ. Replay the BJ. And then here comes Marshall. Are you tired of blowjobs? No, I'm not. Are you? You haven't had a good one. Oh. Too fun. And that's the Lilith. Am I always going to be like that? Yeah, bro, it's in me. Where do you think you get it from? I'm dirty. You're not. You call it dirty. It's not. It's funny. It's called love. You just be lusting and shit. Quit playing around. Quit playing around. I'll make you stand there with a heart on, dude, and not let you touch me. I'll touch myself in front of you and you can't do shit. Really? Yeah, that's torture, bro. You want to see blue balls? Bro, we'll watch them change colors. As a horse of a different color. Oh, man. That's funny. I laugh real hard at myself. I hope you do. All right, going back to the Hermit. What are you doing by yourself all the time? Just laughing, truthfully. You can only stop long enough if you listen to the quiet voice. This is it. Reverse means that you've lost your way. It can indicate a midlife crisis or loneliness or isolation. Yeah, this is a crisis. He's come in. He wasn't even part of this conversation. I just want to point out. He's just the one that makes me calm down. You know, he wasn't even part of this conversation. Did you see me talk to Christ during this time? I didn't talk to Christ. It's not that I don't. He just wasn't part of my argument. Loneliness and isolation. I'm fine. You may be trying to avoid examining your situation too deep of fear of what you will find and the changes you will have to make in consequence. And that's it. I saw it for 3 days and I didn't want to say nothing. Hey dude, he's being kind of controlling. He's being a weirdo. He's being a hater, bro. I think he's going to act weird with you. He's acting weird with you. He's acting weird with you. He's acting weird with... Nah, he's just my friend. You got what I need. But you say... yeah, oh God. You're just my friend, bro. Oh shit, he may have fallen in love. It happens a lot. It's not to love. Not to love. Anyways, going back to it. That's it. Yeah, you didn't see this. Alright, let me see. I cried real hard and now I'm snot-faced and I don't have nothing to blow it on. Perhaps you are covering up with excessive busyness and mundane activity. On the other hand, you may be too self-obsessed, spending all your time in meditation, therapy, or on spiritual learning courses to avoid engaging with the world and other people. That's always me. If this is the case, it's time to return from the wilderness and apply your knowledge to do good. That's it. What am I supposed to do? Go back out in the world and, you know, find another way to live? Truthfully, that's what he said. Well, it's pretty easy breezy. I don't really want to close on another one. How long have we been talking? For an hour and a half. We're done. All right? You're still where you are. You're stuck. You know that you have to make a choice for once in your life. You know, I just showed you how it works. Your mind's telling you no, but your spirit knows that it's okay. You have to listen to your mind, let it all out. All of its fears, all of its angers, all of its disappointments, all of its regrets, all of its fucking insecurities and rejections, everything it feels about this. Let it be heard. It's called a grieving process that happens. And you keep telling yourself, I get it. I understand. I know. This sucks. That sucks. I get it. You're mothering yourself. You're mothering your thoughts. Okay, now, when it calms down and it's been heard and it's tired of yelling, let me show you why we need to do this. Get down from there. We got stuff to do. Now you put a new thought in your head. A loving thought. You don't put it over your other thoughts. Your thoughts need to be heard. You give it a new idea. And you sit alone with your thoughts again and work through it again. Because now we have a new idea. Now we have a new idea. We're going to Wyoming. Maybe we're going that way. I guess if we're going north, we got to go that way. We're going to Washington. Right away, it's quiet. Just like a kid. Oh, wow. And it's like, oh, I like seafood. Oh, we're going to be on a boat. Oh, it sees all the good stuff, right? The longer I sit with it, it's going to start fucking panicking. But what about all my friends? And what about my things? And what about the weather? And what about the people? They're not going to like me. And what about this? And what about that? What is that? That's your mind, bro. It's your ego. It's scared. It has words. It has concerns. It has thought about what's about to happen. And it's entitled. It really it never thought about what would happen if we go to Washington. Now it's going to come up with all these great ideas, but all these unrealistic fears. What if this happens? And what if that happens? And what about, you know, the kids aren't that great as swimmers? And it'll make up all these things that it's worried about, which are real. And you got to work through them so that the mind, by the time you're ready to go, it feels good about it. If your mind isn't feeling good, if you're not if you don't feel good about it all the way, you can't go forward. You know what I mean? And a lot of it is your thoughts and your fears that are stopping you. If you don't calm them and face them and work through them, then you can't go forward. They're going to stop you. The mind is, you know, that's the whole power of how you move. You put your mind to it, and then you dig deep and find the energy, which is your will. That's your fire, your determination, and you go at it with your heart, with true belief. It's a whole thing. You know what I mean? The mind, the body, and the spirit. My mind accepts this. My body is going in the direction of what my mind says, all based on what my spirit has told it. I don't do what my mind says. I listen to it as it should be heard, so I don't have to yell it at somebody else like I did right now with God. And that's what we do, is we put that shit to rest with God. He can take it. He understands it. Nobody else understands what's going on in your mind. You just got to work it through. And that's why you do this alone. But that's what it happens. As soon as you give a new idea, you're filled with, you got to sit with it and let it work its way through. Let it manifest. Let it come to relief. And that's it. My mind's going to start coming out with ideas that it knows. It's going to start trying to help me. That's what it is. Well, I saw on one time that there's this. And if I tell my kids, they're going to try to help too. Oh, you know what I saw about Washington? You know what I saw about Alaska? And so now we'll start putting ideas into it, feeding it good stuff. Right? But for every idea is a fear. No, but what if? And that's real. Because there's, you know what I mean? It's real. It's like you're not fearless. You're full of fears. You don't even know what you're scared of until somebody asks you to do something that you didn't even know you were scared to do. Am I scared to go to Washington? Not yet, but I'm sure my brain is going to come up with all kinds of ideas of why it's scared to do something, to go forward with this idea. Welcome to the awakening on a moon day. I'll catch you later. Laters, haters.